TCC is committed to student success. We want to overcome as many barriers as possible to get between the students' desire to get an education and our ability to deliver that education. As new tools come out, that experience can get better and more enhanced. We can do things today we couldn't do yesterday, and we'll be able to do things tomorrow that we can't do today. We have two call centers at the college. I have a call center in IT, and the college has one for student affairs. Our call center was getting 20,000 calls a year, and 40% of those were because students couldn't remember their passwords. That was the initial use case. Our first foray, we partnered with another company who used a chatbot that really was a business-to-consumer bot. We co-opted that and turned that into our first version of a bot. And we made it work despite the limitations that that particular technology offered. When we realized we wanted to do more, we reached out to Gartner. They're the largest technology research firm in the world, and they give great unbiased advice about technology. So they turned us on to Kore. And what they said Kore would do for us, and what it's proven to do for us, is it's been a platform for growth. One of the limitations we had, if you would call it that, is our own imagination of how these tools could be valuable to us. And so that's been one of the fun parts of this. Every time we solve a problem, we find an answer to a question we hadn't asked yet. As the world is growing in its use of AI and what it wants it to do, Kore has been meeting that need for us so that when we're ready to go do something, the platform and the technology is ready for us. Because of the way that Kore allows us to integrate, it has access to the exact same information that our staff have access to. So why not free up our staff to do the more in-depth kinds of problem solving that they need to do and allow our bot to do most of the heavy lifting for the general questions that students call with all the time. Within a couple of months, the volume of calls to our call center for our IT help desk dropped by 40%. We went from 19,000 calls a year to 12,000 calls a year. Those students didn't stop needing help. They got help another way. So we were able to capture those saved hours of human labor, and we've actually been able to demonstrate a return on investment. And our goal wasn't to reduce staff to do this. The goal was to provide better services to our community, and as a result, free the staff up, again, to engage in deeper, more meaningful problem solving that isn't so easy to do in an automated way. Oftentimes you buy a piece of software to solve a particular need, and that's great, right? It's a good use of resources. Better use of resources is when you find a product that can not only meet that need, but that readily lends itself to meet needs you didn't even know you had.